Good morning, students. In last chapter, we learnt about matter. As you all knows about matter now, I will revise you again that anything which occupies space and have mass is called matter. Now, in this chapter, we learnt about is matter around us pure? We daily consume a number of things such as ghee, milk, sugar, water, common salt, garam masala, juice, etc. How do we know that these all things are pure? For a common man like us, pure actually means having no adulteration or no mixing. But for a scientist, pure means that it contains only one type of matter or particles. For example, if we examine sugar under a microscope, we find that all the particles of sugar are the same. Therefore, sugar is considered as pure substance. On the other hand, if we examine garam masala under a microscope, we find that it contains particles of different kinds. Means more than one kind of particles are there. Therefore, garam masala is called a mixture. Thus, all the matter around us is not pure. In fact, matter around us is of two types. First is pure substance and second is mixture. Pure substance. Pure substance consists of a single type of particle and the particle can be atoms or it can be molecule. When a pure substance is made up of one kind of atom, it is called an element. And when the pure substance is made up of one kind of molecule, then it is called a compound. Do you understand? When pure substance is made up of only one kind of atoms, then it is called a element. Elements, for example, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, there are so many elements which are made up of only one kind of atom is a pure substance, and compound which is made up of one kind of molecule is made up of when two and more than two atoms combine together, then it forms a molecule. For example, water molecule H2O, two atoms of hydrogen and one is of oxygen. Now second is mixture. Mixture is a material which contains two and more different kind of particles. When two and more particles, different kind of particles mix together, they do not react chemically but are physically mixed together, is called a mixture. Mixture, now types of mixtures. Mixtures are basically of two types. First one is homogeneous mixture. Homo means the name indicates in which the composition is uniform. For example, when we dissolve sugar in water, the particle of sugar dissolved in water, and after dissolving, when we taste it, it will be sweet uniformly, and we are not able to see the particles of sugar with naked eye. Means the whole composition is transparent as before. So when the particles are uniformly distributed in whole composition, then it is called a homogeneous mixture. Second is heterogeneous mixture, in which particles are not distributed uniformly throughout. For example, sand and water. when we dissolve sand and water, after some time the sand particles will settle down and seen separately. A layer is formed of sand layer and water layer, and the particles are seen by naked eye also. So this type of mixture in which particles can be seen and they are non-uniformly distributed are called heterogeneous mixture. Or some more example we take, like when we mix chalk powder with water, salt and sand. Blood is also an example of heterogeneous mixture. So where composition is non-uniform, particles are seen separately, that type of mixture is called heterogeneous mixture. Where particles are uniformly distributed throughout and cannot be seen by naked eye are called homogeneous mixtures. Now next is solution. Solution is also an homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For example, lemonade or soda water is also a solution. When we make lemonade or soda water, we use lemon, sugar and water and mix them thoroughly. And when we taste, it will be sweet or of same taste throughout. So it is a homogeneous mixture. This shows that particles of sugar or salt are evenly distributed in the solution. Alloys. Alloys, you also know about alloy. Alloy is also a mixture of two or more metals or non-metals which cannot be separated into their component by physical methods. For example, brass is a mixture of approximately 30% zinc and 70% copper. When mixed together, it forms brass. Now a solution have two components. First one is solute and other is solvent. Solute is the substance which is present in lesser quantity, and solvent is the substance which is present in large amount. When a solute mixes with solvent, then a solution is formed. There are so many examples of a solution. Sugar in water. Sugar is solute and water is the solvent. Iodine in alcohol. Iodine is solute and alcohol is the solvent in which we are dissolving. Similarly, soda water are gas in liquid solution. In this, carbon dioxide gas act as a solute and water is act as a solvent. Air is also a mixture of gases. It is a homogeneous mixture which contains 21% oxygen, 78% nitrogen. So gases are present in small quantities, so these are solutes, and gases which are present in higher percentage are called solvents. Now what are the main properties of solutions? First, the main important is that I told you a solution is a homogeneous mixture and Particles of solutions are smaller than 1 nanometer, cannot be seen with naked eye. Second is that they do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solution. And solute particle cannot be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration. As the particle size is very small, so filtration process is not successful to separate the particles of solute and solvent. So this is all for today. I will send you the question answers. Do in your fair notebook and start learning them.